Welcome to Mastering Your Financial Life, hosted by Judy Heft, the founder and CEO of Judy Heft and Associates, Financial and Lifestyle Concierge. This year, she's celebrating 27 years in business. In every episode, Judy interviews professionals who help others successfully manage their financial lives. You can find this show on YouTube, LinkedIn, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and more. Judy is the author of 2 books, How to Be Smart, Successful, and Organized with Your Money for a Better Today and Tomorrow, and her latest book, Mastering Your Financial Life Cycles, How to Successfully Manage Money in Every Decade of Life. You can read chapters of her books and catch prior episodes of the show at www.judithheft.com. Now, here's the host of Mastering Your Financial Life, Judy Heft.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to episode 52 of Mastering Your Financial Life. And I am Judy Heft, Financial and Lifestyle Concierge. And today we're here with Len Schwartz. Len is a professional realtor at Keller Williams. He started out in marketing, which is no surprise to me because I've always thought that Len is an amazing marketer. He really gets himself out there and knows how to do it and catches your attention. So that's pretty cool. And then he has over 15 years of experience in the real estate market in Fairfield County, Connecticut. And I know he has lots of contacts in other areas that he can always refer also. He was recognized by Connecticut Magazine as a 5-star agent for 10 consecutive years. Congratulations, Len. That's awesome. And I'm really happy to have Len here as my guest. I know that I can always be comfortable referring someone to Len because he really takes great care of all of our clients. So thanks, Len, for being my guest today.
Thank you. My honor. My privilege. Thank you, Judy.
No, it's great. So what areas really do you cover in Connecticut? I'm touched on that.
So great question. We are based in Lower Fairfield County, but my team covers all of Fairfield County and truthfully all of the state of Connecticut if need be. But our focus is Lower Fairfield County, what we call the Gold Coast, of course. And
then what happens if someone comes to you and they're not sure if they want to live in Fairfield County or Westchester County? How do you handle that with them?
So we have team members in all parts of the surrounding area. So we've got a team member in Westchester County, and we've got team members in other counties within Connecticut. And we'll go as far, when I say we, my team and the people that work for me will go as far north as Danbury and as far east as, say, Trumbull, Bridgeport, and that area. But we always have somebody who we can make a connection with anywhere in this New York metro area, who we trust and feel comfortable will take great care of our clients. So
that's great. Yeah, that's good to know, Len. So what kinds of properties do you work with? Residential, commercial?
Also a good question. So for the most part, I am a residential realtor. So we help buy and sell single family homes, condominiums, of course, and multifamily homes up to probably 4 units. However, I also have a commercial team, a phenomenal commercial team. So if somebody said to me, we want to buy an office building, I've got somebody within my office who can certainly help them find an office building or any other kind of commercial property.
Oh, that's great to know. Yeah, and so, absolutely. Who are some of the clients? Do you like to work better with first-time home buyers or clients that are moving out of their home, elderly people that want to downsize? How does that all work?
It's a range. So I would say a big portion of our business now is working with older adults who are going to sell their home for the last time and probably move into something like active senior community or a assisted living, or maybe a 1-level apartment in a building, in a condo building. That's a big portion of our business. However, my team works with a lot of first-time home buyers. And we specialize in taking great care of first-time home buyers, hand-holding, showing them step by step what needs to be done so that they can become homeowners. I didn't become a homeowner honestly until I was well into my 30s. And it was honestly, looking back, a big mistake. So we are helping people now in their 20s and late 20s and early 30s become homeowners. And there's a lot of good reasons for becoming a homeowner. I think we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So.
Yeah, no, I wanted to know, what are those reasons, and why is that a good thing to do when you're in your 20s? I don't know a lot of people in their 20s that are able to buy homes, so that's great.
Yeah. So you want me to launch into that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We could talk about that. So
yeah, sure.
We consider homeownership a path to wealth, honestly.
I like that.
The National Association, it's an investment. When I was growing up, our home was just a place to live. We never really thought of it as an investment. My dad never really talked about it as an investment, but it is. And we call it a path to wealth because the National Association of Realtors did research and showed that the net worth of the average homeowner is about 40 times that of somebody who's renting a home or renting an apartment. And that's, that obviously that's going to differ from where you are in the country, but that's a pretty significant piece of information, which means simply that the earlier you become a homeowner, the earlier you will start growing wealth, because you build your equity in your property over time, and that equity becomes part of your net worth, of course. So it's and essentially it's sort of like a forced savings vehicle is what it is.
So, and is it continuing to increase in value? That's what you have to hope, that you're buying in the right place, right?
Yeah. So I'm glad you asked that question. So if you go back, the last couple of years, actually, since COVID, are anomalies, of course. But if you go back 20 years and you look at the average appreciation for residential real estate, it's between 3 and 5% a year. And that's really, if you look at a curve for the last 20 years, 3 to 5% is what you can expect in growth for the value of your asset. Now, if we take a look at rental properties, so income generating properties, that ROI, return on investment, again, looking back the last 20 years, and this is national numbers, we don't know specific for Fairfield County. It's not that we don't know, but I like to talk nationally. The average ROI is 8 to 10% on rental properties. So that includes, of course, the income coming in and the appreciation. Those are significant numbers when you're talking about diversifying a portfolio. So we like to,
those are great numbers. That makes a lot of sense.
We like to tell our clients that your first investment is the home you're going to live in. And if things go well, we talk 5 or 10 years from now, maybe you'll stay in that home and buy an investment property, or maybe that home, let's say it's a condominium, becomes an investment property. So don't sell it. You'll never hear a realtor say that. Don't sell it. You hold on to it. That becomes your investment property. And now you buy a single family home. And there begins your journey to wealth and being a homeowner and a investment property owner.
Oh, that's great information, Len. Thank you. Let's take a little break now, and then we're going to come back and talk some more with Len Schwartz.
Sounds good.
Hey there. I just want to tell you a little bit about my new book that just came out called Mastering Your Financial Life Cycles. And here it is. It's how to successfully manage your money in every decade of life. I co-authored this with my CFO, Liz Levy. And together we created this manual that's going to help you through every stage of life. We talk about having a baby. We talk about young adulthood, pre-retirement, what to do when you're at that age of retirement. If you're contemplating divorce, do you need an estate plan? We cover all of these, each subject in a different chapter. And I really think that you're going to find this so helpful, because at the end of every chapter, we have checklists that you can look at and you can use, and they can be a guide for you. So this is a wonderful manual that we've created. It's available on Amazon. You can also find it on our website at judithheft.com/book. And we're here for you. If you need anything, reach out. I hope you enjoy the book. Here's another picture of it, just so you know what's going on. Here it is. And I'm really proud of it. It's my second book. And I'd love to have you read it and give me your feedback. Judy Heft, judithheft.com, financial and lifestyle concierge, celebrating 26 years in business. And over the years, I've learned so much. And what I've been trying to do is impart a little bit of this knowledge to you so I can help all of you become as financially organized as I am. And we're back here with Len Schwartz of Keller Williams. So, we were talking a little bit about, investing, real estate as an investment vehicle, as a path to wealth. And I love that you said that. And so for your 20-somethings that are buying their first home, how do they qualify for mortgages? How does that all work for them? If they're young, maybe they have one credit card or they haven't gotten a lot going on, or does someone have to co-sign for them? How does that all work?
So, I think the first most important thing for anybody who's interested in buying a property is to meet with a good lender. And we always make referrals to great lenders. A good lender is going to look at their picture, their entire package, and say, okay, what kind of job do you have? What kind of income do you have? What does your past look like? What are your credit scores? And therefore, what type of product can we set you up with? And by product, I mean loan, that will allow you to put down 5%, 10%, whatever the number is, and still purchase a property. And we actually just had an accepted offer this week by a young couple who's been looking with us for about, I want to say a couple of months, and they're only putting down 5%, but they have a great lender who put them in a good product that will allow them to afford to own something. In their late 20s, they may be early 30s, but I think somewhere in the late 20s, early 30s. And so I think the most important thing is have a great lender who will understand your situation and help you qualify for a great loan.
Oh, that's great information.
Yeah. And it's very doable. People think that you got to have 20% down to purchase. That's not really true. There are people that are purchasing homes with 3% down. Now, they're well qualified. They just don't have a lot of cash. However, there are products out there for people who don't have a lot of down payment. And they can end up buying a home or buying a condo or whatever it is for 3 or 5% down. And then eventually start to build their equity. And they'll end up with 20% down or 30% down as equity in the home. As the value of the home grows, and also you have extra cash, you make additional payments on your loan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good information too.
Very
and so then the important thing is to figure out what they can afford to put down so they don't make themselves cash poor.
Correct.
You need to keep some of that money in an emergency fund, and hopefully there's not going to be any surprises with the property they bought. That happened to me when I bought my condo. Well, it was 20 years ago, and I was there not even a week, and the hot water heater just broke, and it was leaking all over the place, and I had to replace it, and it was something I wasn't expecting. Yeah. So you never know what's going to happen when you're a homeowner.
You don't. There's always surprises. Now, a good lender will make sure that you have a cash reserve, because you're not going to be able to purchase the property without a cash reserve. And then the other thing that we do recommend for first-time homeowners is home warranty. Home warranty will generally run about $500 to $600 for the first year. So if there are any surprises like a water heater in your first year, most of it, 90% of the replacement of the whatever it happens to be, the appliance, will be covered by the home warranty. So there are little things like this, tips and tricks that we talk to our first-time home buyers about that will help make it a little more, sort of a little less nerve-wracking for them. Yeah. And you're right.
I never heard of a home warranty.
Yeah. And home warranties can be continued. We recommend for the first year because that's where you don't know anything about what's going on in the house, but you can continue it as many years as you want. And then what you mentioned, cash poor, we say house rich, cash poor, is very important because there are a lot of people now who are paying $2,500, $3,000 a month rent. And we could make it, honestly, if you look at the financials, that person with a small down payment may be able to be making mortgage payments and quote unquote own a house as opposed to renting something at $3,000 a month.
No, this was a good discussion because I think probably a lot of people are intimidated thinking they need to put 10, 15, 20% down before they can buy something. They don't know that they can work around that with a great mortgage lender that, and a great realtor that can help them figure all of that out. So that's really helpful information, especially
Correct.
for the first-time home buyers. And those are the ones you really want to help get started. Gives you good satisfaction. Sure.
We love to get people started. We have done it many, many times, and it's a big part of our business.
Yeah. So do you assist clients like in other areas or states? Like what if I have a client and they have a home in New Jersey and I call you?
Wonderful question. We do this all the time. So I've got an enormous network of very qualified realtors all over the US and Canada, and even in many countries worldwide. And I probably make about 20 referrals a year for people in other parts of the country. And what we do is generally we know the agents. Generally, we know them personally. So I'm making a referral to somebody in Florida, California, Texas, to another agent that I know. If I don't, then what I do is I go out and I save them the trouble of finding a great agent by interviewing them. I've been in the business 17 years. I know what questions to ask. I know how to find a great agent pretty much anywhere in the world. So we will happily make referrals, and we get referrals from outside the state too.
So is Keller Williams a national firm?
Keller Williams is international. We're the largest in the world, actually, about 175,000 agents worldwide. So yeah, there are very few places in this world where we can't find a Keller Williams agent. And by the way, if I can't find a Keller Williams agent locally, I've got a great network of other agents who are absolutely incredible that may be working for other companies. So my most important goal is that the person I'm referring is well taken care of, and it doesn't matter which company it is.
That's great, because it really is personalities. Especially
with
something like this. I mean, it always is when you're referring, but especially with something like this, someone's going to have to be spending a lot of time with them and understand their nuances and their needs.
100%. And I just referred a good friend of mine who's moving from Boston down to North Carolina, and I found her an agent, and she couldn't be happier. She's thrilled. She is, and she keeps texting me, "Oh my God, I can't believe how wonderful this agent is." So
that's great.
Thrilled to hear things.
That
like
makes
that.
your day.
Yeah.
So I know what some of your strengths are because I've known you for a while, and I know you have a lot of good ones. So what would your clients say are some of your greatest strengths?
I love this question, Judy, because my answer is not what you would, I think, expect from most agents. Our business model is different. Our business model is all about the relationships, as you know, that we have. So I'm going to start with our passion and generosity, because my team mission is serve passionately, give generously. We are very passionate about our business and our field and our clients, and people see that. It comes through. We love helping people. We love helping people downsize for the last time or the first time, and we love helping people get into their first homes. But with every closing that we have, every sale that we make, and every referral that we receive, referral meaning someone refers us a client, we make donations to charities. We have 8 charities that we partner with, and we believe in giving back to the communities in which we serve. But if a client has a particular charity that's important to them, we'll make a donation to the charity. So we serve passionately, we give generously. That's really, really high on our list. The second thing, as you know, is we love our clients. Our business is built like yours on relationships and on referrals. So those relationships are so critical to us, and they don't end when the deal is done. They continue on and on and on. In fact, my title is Chief Relationship Officer. I call myself CRO. And don't you know it, the phone's ringing.
It's okay.
Oh, my heavens. Should I go turn it off?
No, don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry about that. The
That's
one thing
well, that proves how busy you are. The phone's ringing off the hook, so it's okay.
Hopefully they won't leave a message. So, oh my heavens, it almost never rings in the house. So disappointing. Okay.
No, so that's great. This is really
great.
So
I call myself CRO, Chief Relationship Officer. And we are experts at staying in touch forever and ever. We make referrals to professionals, to service people, to doctors, to dentists, whatever it is. So those 2 things, I have a lot of patience. My alter ego, my clients would say, "My God, you are unbelievably patient." My alter ego is teacher, and I love to teach. I love to teach. So I think those are 3 or 4 of the things. I can go on forever, but those are 3 or 4 of them. Thank you for asking.
You're very generous. You're always very generous. You throw a lot of events for your, potential clients and past clients. And it's always great to get together with you and see that you really give so much, and you give so much back to the community. I know you're on a couple of boards, Senior Services or Silver Source now.
Yeah.
Forgot they changed the name 5 years ago, but whatever. And some other boards. So, and you're very active in the Alzheimer's Association too. So that's great. You're always giving back. And I think that's wonderful. So how can they find you?
Thank you. Very easy to find me. I always, I'm a little old fashioned. I do all the texting. I do all the emailing. I'm found online. However, my phone number is 203-912-5254. And I love phone calls. If you want to text me, that's fine. My email address is Len Schwartz, all spelled out, @kw.com. And my website is leaveittolen.com. Leaveittolen.com.
That's great. And I'm sure they can find you on LinkedIn too.
You can Google me, look at my reviews, LinkedIn, Facebook. You'll find me everywhere. But if you want to see a little bit more about me, Google me and take a look over there. I think you'll see some nice reviews, actually.
I'm sure we will. Thank you, Len. Thanks for being a great guest today.
Oh, thank you very much, Judy. It's my honor. I really appreciate our friendship and all that you've done for me. And I'm honored to be on your show. And happy to do whatever I can to help you.
Oh, thank you so much, Len. It's an honor to have you here. I too cherish our friendship. So thank you.
Okay. You're very welcome. And if you're at the office, I'll bring you some tomatoes.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
You are?
Yeah, I'm in and out today, but I'm here.
Thank you. You got it.
I can have a tomato sandwich.
Yes. Perfect. All right.
Thank you for tuning into Mastering Your Financial Life, hosted by Judy Heft. You can read chapters of her books and catch prior episodes of the show at www.judithheft.com. Thank you for your positive comments and sharing this show with others.